Hi there. My name is Christopher Myers. I'm the owner of a shop in Alberta, Canada called Auto Haus. We specialize in import car repair and maintenance, but recently we've kind of refueled our fire for performance and modifying cars. There's 4 employees at the shop, including myself, and it's just we've really began our love affair of making our lives hell by modifying cars again. So this is kind of going to be a bit of a journal on a few builds that we're doing before the summer of 2019. And you know, we're obviously not thinking we're going to make some world famous YouTube channel. That's not what it's all about. But the internet's a great place to store, kind of a process of whatever it is you are building, and it's always there. So I think it's kind of a good idea, and if someone else likes to watch it, that's great. This first video I'm going to kind of show you around our shop. We're pretty new to this shop. We've been open for just over 12 years. We've recently moved into our own building, so it's still a little bit of a mess. It used to be a coffee warehouse, so it wasn't really set up for fixing cars. And we've acquired a lot of new equipment, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of guide you through what it is that we have in the shop to make the cars that we're going to build this year. I'll take you show you some of the cars that we've been building for a couple of years. Anybody that knows me knows that it's a lot longer than 2 years. We call it the unicorn because it's never going to exist, but it's on its 8th or 9th year. Oh god, that's a lie. It's 10 years this thing's been in my shop. So I'll show you that car. The first vehicle we're probably going to go through and build with, on camera is going to be this 1986 Corolla AE86 GTS. It's my car, but I've been building it for 2 years now. It kind of just sat in the corner of the shop for a year without any progress on it. And now I've definitely felt like I want to get back on top of building cars, and this is the one I want to start with. It's going to be pretty cool. It's got a turbocharger being fed by a big centrifugal blower, and I've got an engine being built right now down in Calgary by a company called Blackbird Technical Services. So they're pretty well known. A couple of super streets ago, I think they had a car in there, and yeah, they're pretty cool. So they're helping me build the engine. I've got a whole lot of parts from all over the world to build this car, and I'm pretty excited about it. So for today, I'm just going to give you a quick overview again of the shop and kind of what's going on. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, so like I said, we'll go through some of my tools real quick. This is my Epic Series Snap-on toolbox. No one needs a box this big. I don't know why I have it. I regret buying it. I had a really nice clean series down from this before, and I didn't owe any money on it, so that's why I don't have it anymore, because we all love debt. Way too many sockets, way too many ratchets. But you do end up using a lot of them, because you know you can. Otherwise, you'd probably exist without them. Wrenches. Just crazy amounts of wrenches. Everything is in metric here. We have one set of imperial wrenches between all 3 techs. Screwdrivers. Any of the missing ones, that's the life of having apprentices. They know exactly what I'm talking about. And because I buy stupid rare stuff, Snap-on no longer makes these colors, so this is what I'm ending up with, is mismatched. And that's all right. Pliers, not too crazy on pliers. Junk drawer, everybody has one of those. You don't need to see that crap. Specialty pliers and cutters and stuff. Files and Allen keys. Hammers. You're not supposed to have one of those in your toolbox. They tell us we're not supposed to. It's actually mostly car parts in here, believe it or not, for the Corolla project. And the welding gloves that I don't want the apprentices to get a hold of. Torque wrenches, pry bars. Some feeler gauges, micrometer, or veneer calipers, sorry. I'll do my best to stay on topic with, or at least use the correct vocabulary. Because we work on Audis and Beamers, you're constantly pulling apart doors and electronic areas, so panel poppers are light. Camera equipment, right? That's where I store most of my camera stuff. Knives. Sorry if this is boring, guys. Picks. Tons of picks. And air tools, right? That's air tools. We use mostly Mac / DeWalt electric tools in here. I've actually found that they've been better than air tools, so we have a few Snap-on specialty electric tools. That ratchet's new. We love them. Over here we have what any customizing shop should have, but hardly any of us do. I just got one. I found it on Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace, I think. And it's a 1440 lathe. I've always wanted one. It's freaking cool. Makes it so when you're building, you know, anything, you can have a spacer or adapter for whatever you need. Nice little stand-up / cut-off bandsaw. Everybody should have a fairly decent-sized drill press with drill bits missing half of the good important ones. It's our MIG welder. We have an aluminum power head for it, as well as a stainless, and we use it for basic exhausts. Most minor repairs. It's quick and dirty and works well. We have a Lincoln TIG welder. It's fairly nice unit. We love it. Before we left the other shop, we built this welding table. And both Kellen and I are both developing our TIG welding skills as best we can. Seems to be more of a attempt and fail, and then fail, and then fail again, and then get it good enough where you're happy with it type thing. I'm sure we could take a course on it, but we kind of like to learn as we go. So a little belt sander, dedicated tungsten grinder. That's where the Corolla sits 99.9% of the time. Up there is a mess. We're not going to show you that. You know, fasteners, hose clamps, sanding discs. This is our fabrication toolbox. It's got lots of like discs and grinding discs and welding equipment in there. This is our our electrical soldering table. So we're building loom or, you know, harnesses for things. We can draw out what we're going to do up there first. And then there's all of our wires, and in the toolbox here is all of our electrical connectors, soldering, you know, stations and such like that. Here's one of many cabinets of just specialty tools for our daily operations here at the shop. There's a couple thousand different tools in there. We don't need to get into it. Parts washer. Yeah, in Canada we have a lot of snow, and most of the year is freezing cold. So we have no traction trying to push cars in and out. So we have a little Bobcat to help drag them in, because we work on a lot of Volkswagens. They're always broken. This is Kellen's box. Normally not this dirty. I'm sure he's going to be stoked that it's this dirty. He's got the same kind of ordeal as I do. Too many sockets. We've been doing this a long time, so it tends to be more of a, hey, what's new on the truck, and we'll buy that. This abyss of parts over here, though, is definitely Kellen all the time. This is what's taken out of his 300ZXs. So that's one of the cars you're going to get to watch us build. Is his 1992, I believe, 300ZX twin turbo. and that'll be on the road before the spring. That's the heads for it. That's one of his bottom ends. That's our apprentice Cletus. There's pretty much nothing in that box but tools that he's probably stolen from me. More specialty tools, equipment for the daily use. That black thing in the corner is the unicorn. We'll get into that another day. Just give you a quick preview. There you go. And yeah, that's the shop.